Hi, and welcome to bowwars.com. My name is Nathan Parker, and right now we're going over my Bowtech Destroyer 350. It's at the end of the season, and this is a good example of looking over your gear after the season is done. I was actually missing an E-clip right here where the bus cable comes together right here. I could have shot this bow, could have blew up in my face, but luckily I ended up recognizing that it was missing, so that's something that we're going to have to repair right now. But this episode is called the Trifecta. Pretty much this year had an amazing year in the woods. Ended up shooting a 13-pointer the second day of the season, and it really turned out just an amazing year to see some deer. And this episode you're going to see us get after some Pennsylvania wild whitetail. We're looking for does. We're looking for big does this year. We got 3 tags in this management unit, so we're going to go try to film. So please enjoy this footage.
Welcome to the tree stand. It's October 19th. We're sitting here in the tree stand on a new section of the farm that we're hunting right now. It's the only section of the farm that really this year we have the potential of possibly shooting a nice big doe on. We've been hunting for the past 3.5, 4 weeks, and the biggest doe that we've seen in this management unit is about a 1.5 old doe. But we're hoping that these deer move early because there's a cold front that came in. Actually, this morning it was like 38 degrees out. There was a frost on it. It was the first frost of the year, so we're expecting these deer to come out of this bedding area and filter through to this green alfalfa field and back. A few fields down, the combines are already going on, picking the corn out. But I'm gonna sit here and see what we see, but hopefully it's gonna be a good night. I think the deer are gonna move early, but it's just nice getting out in the woods. The leaves are just starting to turn colors. It's beautiful out. So hopefully we can see a big doe, put the smack down on her, and call it a night. But other than that, we're just gonna sit here and watch. So. That was cool. Birds are walking through the leaves. Here comes down a big, nice red fox with a rabbit in its mouth. Hopefully that's good omen. And things are gonna die tonight. But it's gonna be a good omen, I think. I think so. There's a doe, 35 yards coming in. Big doe came right through this thick patch here. Came down. Came out about 42 yards down this field. I grunted, doe grunted a little bit. They ended up meandering this way. There was a smaller one in the front, probably about a 1.5 old. The more mature one was behind her. She came out. She gave me a yard, 48-yard shot. Nice clear path. I was calm, relaxed. All right, I just got out here and I'm gonna go look at this doe. It's just getting dark out. The other doe that was with her ended up just clearing the field, so we're gonna get in there. We're gonna see this doe. No lie, she dropped right within sight. It was awesome. I wish I got more on camera, but unfortunately, just the way that they came in that hole that I ended up getting her through. But absolute phenomenal doe, big doe. This is exactly what we're looking for. So hopefully she's down, I know that, but she's right in this field here. Well, here she is. Absolute beautiful big doe. This is exactly what we were coming after here tonight, and we finally got it done. This is a good hunt on film, long nose on her. So we're looking for something with age to her, and this is what we got. So put in a little bit of a long shot on her, but no lie, ended up coming exactly where we wanted to. Came out quartering to just a very small hair, ended up double lunging her, and she ended up going off about 20 yards, and then that was it. So absolute beautiful Pennsylvania doe. She got a real nice coat on her too, so I can't be more happy right now than I am about getting this doe. Hunted these does actually harder than I hunted buck this year, and ended up getting my buck early, and the problem was getting the does, but ended up doing exactly that. Absolute beautiful, beautiful whitetail doe with my bow. Can't get any better here at Bow Wars.
Well, finally, early season, we got it done. We saw a mature doe. We had to move around for her, but we got the deal done. Now, it's a little bit late season. We're going to get back in a thick spot right next to a highway, so you're going to hear a lot of traffic noise, but it's a place with a deer bed. It's thick in there, but this one spot, the does just seem to come and meander through this green patch, and we ended up getting it done again.
Welcome to Bow Wars. We're sitting here, late season, middle of November. We're in the midst of a thick patch again. So pretty much statewide, archery season is closed, but here we're in a special regulation in southeast PA that it's open till November 28th that we can shoot a buck. Fortunately, we don't have a buck tag. We ended up harvesting out early, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to come in here, kind of do like a scouting trip, and we're going to sit in here and see if there's any bucks moving. Like I said, pretty much the chasing phase I think is going to be quieted down a little bit, but we're hoping that some does are in this thick patch and they're just trailing bucks behind it. I'm trying to get one of my friends in here, and hopefully we can harvest another buck this year. So, but also we're on a doe mission too. We're at this spot has a really nice big doe, and she's a real ornery doe. She's smart, and we're going to try to get her. So stay tuned. Welcome to Bow Wars. Smoked the doe I was after for about 3 3 days now. She came in there, she was looking up at me. Got my vertigo set on. Got a lot of daylight. She saw right through me. Couldn't pick me out. Gave me a 10-yard shot. Can't ask for any better shot than that, that's for sure. Quartering away. Boom. Think I got low lungs, maybe some heart. But just awesome. The sun is setting down over the hill. Awesome. Just awesome. Well, we got down, looked at the arrow. Arrow looks good, but it's going to be real cold tonight. So I think what we're going to do is let this deer overnight, just to make sure, because we got a little bit of, looks like lungs, but there's air bubbles on it and stuff. So, but we're going to go back. We're going to look at the shot, see where exactly it is, and then we're going to further find this deer tomorrow. So, all right, well, here it is, morning after the hunt here in Pennsylvania. Sitting here with my big doe that I just got last night. It was good that I waited. Shot was about 3 inches back. I should have tucked it a little bit more closer to the shoulder blade. But there was also a little limb in the way too. I was trying to skirt just underneath that little branch, just making sure that I wasn't going to hit that, and ended up. But this is her. This is a doe. She's a real super smart doe that's been coming into our stand, and she's been just looking at us the entire time. And we're up in a tree that's pretty open, but she knew we were there. But finally, we stepped out of there for a little bit, let the spot cool down, and let her guard down a little bit. But when she came in last night, she was still looking up at us. We ended up getting looked at 2 or 3 times in the tree stand, but luckily we were able to pass her gaze, and she ended up just continuing to feed through there. So, but just a nice big doe here in Pennsylvania, and this is actually only the 3rd mature doe that I've seen this year in this wildlife management unit that we're hunting here. So we've seen a real decline in the does here, but luckily was able to finally pattern her out, and we could get the job done. But absolutely beautiful doe, big long nose on her. It's absolutely awesome. This is definitely a nice big doe that I'd love to put my tag on right here. These mature does, a lot of meat, and helps the deer herd out. So there it is. Finally, after a few sits hunting for her, finally got it done. Thanks for watching bowwars.com.
Well, we did it. We got the doe that we were after. She was a really, really super skittish doe, and we ended up really trying to get this doe out of there because she kept busting us all the time, and we wanted to get there to see if we could see some bucks. So we didn't really want her out blowing at us the entire time. So we finally got it done, got her on the ground. Can't ask for anything better than that. This next hunt is going to be late season. It is New Year's Eve. We decided to get back out into this thick patch. The Orange Army has moseyed through. The deer are heavily pressured, and they're very skittish. And this was really the only spot that we could possibly think that these deer could possibly go back and bed through. And we're going to jump in the woods. It's going to be cold, but we're after another mature doe. So stay tuned.
Well, here it is. It's New Year's Eve. We're sitting on top of a ridge. There's a highway down below us, and there's a thick patch that runs through the entire length of this mountain. We're sitting on the top side of it. It's kind of a pinch point that these deer come up and funnel through. And we go walk down this ridge here. But this is the first time sitting in this spot this year. So I'm hoping that it's a good sit. But when we came in here, we ended up spooking about 4 of them out already. But it's a nice little sanctuary for this deer when the pressure is on. So we're just gonna sit down and enjoy being out in the tree stand after Christmas. There's a doe feeding through this thick patch here. Here she comes. Smoked a big doe. We haven't seen much of anything else. We saw her, she was feeding down here, and it's thick down there, and it's an east-facing field. It's been warm here, and the grasses have been growing through there. We saw her feeding down through there. She came in 10 yards, smoked her. She ran. I have an ear infection in my one ear, so I can't hear out of this side. But I can hear out of this, and I think I heard her crash. So, boom. I am tagged out in my management unit. 2015 year. That is a good New Year's omen for me, right there. Smoked nice doe. Alright, well, we just got down. We're gonna go check out this arrow here, see what we got for blood. Looks good. Looks really good. All right, well, what? Looking at this arrow, blood looks good. So we're gonna go and try to find some blood trail here. Start tracking her, so stay tuned. Well, here she is. A phenomenal doe. Absolute big, mature doe. Huge body on her, just amazing. This doe came in, gave us the best shot that you could ever want. 10 yards, maybe 12 if that. And she just came in and pretty much snuck through there. She was kind of winding something. The wind was coming across the top of that ridge there. And we wanted to kind of see, you know, with that wind, it was a great wind for us. But she came in and she kind of nosed up and then she kind of circled around a little bit. But unfortunately, she wasn't circling around us. And she came in actually closer, and that's how we got the shot on her. If she would have kept going through, we would have never got a shot. But just an amazing whitetail doe here in Pennsylvania. And the shot, well, I can't ask for anything better than that, that's for sure. All right, well, here it is, New Year's Day. Just wanted to jump into a field, take a few pictures of this beautiful whitetail doe here in Pennsylvania. This is the last doe filmed for the 2015 season here at bowwars.com. But just wanted to come take some pictures out. We had a few comments on you know, how we take pictures with our does and stuff afterwards. And what we do here is we treat every deer just like it's a 160, 170 class deer. We take some nice pictures here with her. She has a beautiful coat. She read the script perfectly, and we want to definitely respect everything about her too as well. And she's going to put some great meat in the freezer. But so it was a perfect shot. Like I said, it was a hard shot. We actually pulled it out and we got it. So it she only ran about 25 yards or so, and then she was done. So, but here's the ending result for the 2015 season here. It was a phenomenal year for us. We got a lot of deer kills on video, and we were just able to get it done this year, which kind of leads me to wonder if the deer gods are going to prep us for some disastrous year this year. But hopefully we're gonna work hard, and we're gonna not let that happen. So.
Well, there it was. It was the trifecta. We ended up getting 3 mature does on the ground with the bow. Can't ask for anything better than that. This year was just a phenomenal year for us. Ended up killing a big 13-pointer, killing 3 mature does on video. Can't ask for anything better than that. Our equipment worked perfectly, but it really comes down to, when it comes down to archery hunting, it's all about shot placement. All the deer that we hit went less than 25 yards. So it was just one of those years that the double lung really worked out well for us. We ended up actually getting a hard shot, which was really cool too. But primarily when we go whitetail, when a buck's coming in, especially broadside, or doe's coming in broadside, we're going to try that double lung shot. They're not going to go very far, especially if you got a good, nice cutting broadhead like the Rage Hypodermic. You know, we've just had a phenomenal year with them, so we can't argue with the fact that with a good shot, that deer's going to go down, and we're going to put some meat in the freezer. Well, for Bow Wars, my name is Nathan Parker. Thanks for watching this episode.